What's up, guys? Nethervvoid here with more World of Tanks Tier 8 replay contest for you. Pretty awesome games. I'm going to call this one this week Carry. These two guys carry their team pretty much. Muse is the first guy I'm going to show you in his Tier 8 Pershing. This is a different kind of camo. A lot of people don't pick this camo. It's pretty cool. I don't usually go with this camo, but it looks really good on this tank, I think. And it looks very realistic. I like that as well. The camos I don't really like are the ones with like blue in them and orange and stuff. It's like, what planet are you? Oh, maybe if, what's that place? Maybe if you had a tank on Pandora, then you might want blue camo, you know. That'd probably be a really good idea, right? And then maybe some of that paint that, like, when you showed it under a black light, it turned yellow. That'd probably be pretty cool too. But, you know, we don't really live on Pandora, so blue camo, I don't get it. Anyway, I'm going to try to... I'm not sure if I can do this yet, but I'm going to try to make a cool thumbnail just for this week because of these guys. And that's actually, I think, going to be kind of the theme for the next contest is going to be probably carrying. I want to see all your carrying videos. You, solo or a platoon, totally carrying the whole team to victory. That's kind of what I want to see. I did record these two videos out of order, so the second one I actually talk about how, you know, the replay contest details will be coming up soon, so I didn't know. I was just going to tell you about this piece of it, so, but whatever. But yeah, next week is the last week to submit videos up till Thursday, so it's a pretty short week to do so. You only have a few days. I mean, this week, sorry. This week is the last week. June 20, whatever, 20-something is the Thursday that is the last day. So it gets spotted by a low right here. The low has to decide between two targets. That's awesome. That's kind of the theme of Muse's strategy here, if you'll watch. So he's using these hills. Watch him use the hills to his advantage here as well in this game. Again, low has to pick targets. He's getting rid of some destructible stuff that the low was kind of hiding behind. So the low is shooting at, who's this guy? Tiger 2 here. Easily can pen the Tiger 2 in a few different places. So he's watching that guy's gun, which is awesome as well. Always watch the person's gun to shoot him when he's not looking at you. So now that he's shot at this side a couple of times, he's going to keep going for it while this guy's not going to be looking at him. Right through that front gear and into the tank for damage and a track. Already kind of playing around with him right here. He's going to switch to the other side, one for already cover, and I think also to switch up his angle of attack and where he's attacking from, so the low kind of doesn't know where he's shooting from as easily, so he can maybe pop out and shoot him real fast. So the low's onto him now. And now that Tiger 2 is not there, so the low's just kind of waiting for him to pop out. What's he doing? The low's gun just moved all over the place. So Moose isn't stupid. He's not going to just go out there and say, shoot me. He knows the low's right there. He's trying to spot him, I think. Yeah, see? He's trying to see where he's looking. And Sixth Sense letting him know he was spotted as well, which is kind of obvious, I guess. Again, a lot of people like Sixth Sense. I really prefer Mentor because I just don't... Mentor really helps me all the time. I like to train my crews faster, so it really helps me. 10% faster. So that, I think, is a Ferd. Yep, a Ferd's there now as well. Moose is spotted again, and it looks like the enemy is basically collapsing on him. Yep, there goes his only help right there, the Indian Panzer. Now it's him versus this whole flank right here. No dice, trying to shoot through the top plate of that Ferd, which I would really didn't, is not surprising. You usually want to shoot him here. Let's stop the video. I'll show you where you want to shoot the Ferd if you can. On his two corners right here, he has this armor that goes, it's angled right there, and so you can usually shoot right into the angle of that armor. It's pretty soft right there. That's how I usually have good, can usually shoot that or his machine gun turret. So it's pretty easy to shoot Ferds from the front. So he predicts correctly. Here's that Tiger 2. That the enemy flank is collapsing on him, and he bails out of there backward. So here's the Ferd. See where he was aimed at that machine gun turret? How the bullet point turned green? That means he can pen that. So World of Tanks already tells you when you can pen the armor and when you can't. Yep. That low is really damaged. Okay, he gets a side shot on the Ferd and takes it. Now Moose is down to 684. He's thinking about how he's going to flank here. How is he going to flank? Where is the enemy? He's looking at his mini-map, figuring out how to get around him and how to use his medium tank to his advantage. And he does right here. Why the Tiger's following him, I don't really know. It was probably a good... yeah, I think it's probably a good idea, because also the Yag-4 now has shots on the backside of those guys. So the Tiger 2 taking a beating, it looks like right here. Moo's keeping the Ferd tracked so he can keep getting side shots on him and getting damage at the same time. Again, shooting through that front sprock. So it goes through the track, damages the track, and then heads right on into that soft side armor. So you can see... Wait, so you can see right there. See the that flat corner? It's completely flat to him right now. That's a great spot to shoot. Now, if this is exposed, though, you want to do what Moose did and just shoot out that front sprocket, because that's side armor as well, really soft stuff. But if you have to shoot from the front, where's the machine gun turret? You can't see it from here now, he's all white. But you can definitely shoot these corners right there. So, Ferd goes down. And now it's looking like the low is his... No, it's not. Here comes a Tiger. No respect, he says. But look at, he's gonna use this rock to his advantage. So he just barely pops out long enough for his gun to come up. It takes a lot of practice to do that and not shoot the dirt. Because even though, like, I'll stop it when he does this. Watch. Even though, well, now he's zoomed in. Watch if he does it again. Here we go. So right here, he's gonna pop up. Now, sometimes right when you pop like that, since the actual reticle is from the top of the turret, your gun is still shooting at the top of that dirt. So typically you have to go up a little bit further. You see he just did that right there, so that you know your gun is actually aiming over the dirt, and you get the hit into him just like that. Boom, you're dead. And let's get on fixed camera again. So good job, really using those rocks, Moose, or it's really Muse, like Mew. But good job using the rocks and stuff to demolish that whole flank. The Tiger 2 helped a lot, even though he's dead. It takes two people to flank a lot of times because you want the enemy to have to worry about people on their backside or their side. So Tiger 2, gonna get mused right there. Mused. He gets mused. Okay, T-34, 85, he's gonna get mused. Boom! I got no respect, he says. Your team is trash. Boom! You're dead. Moose carrying the team, flanking for days. I mean, this isn't a complete carry, but it's definitely a pretty hefty carry by Moose. If Moose wasn't in this game and you put in some crappy random tanker, they might have lost, in my opinion. Because that north flank was just really poorly defended there. And if Moose didn't come out around the backside, they would have just tore it up all day long. So now Moose just cleaning up the trash here. A /2. Boom! Find another target, Moose. You're running out of them, buddy. So this is an IS. Sometimes I get confused. They look very similar. I don't know where that shell went. Should have went right into him. Didn't even get no talk about what even happened to it. So he's staying behind these bushes. This is a really great point as well. When you're trying to spot the enemy here, I've seen people sit in this little position. Really great bush cover, but also great places to shoot. So the IS looks like they're coming up this little gorge right here. 36-0 Tiger taking him out. Okay, so the Yag-4 takes out the Tiger, or the IS. And Moose is going to hang over the edge to see if maybe he won't be spotted by those guys. A T-44 and something else that's hidden. I can't read it. I think it was a heavy though. Oh, it's got to be the Tiger. So T-44 and the Tiger. Moose is going to take both of them on. He's just got balls of steel here. Boom! Again, doing that little pop-out thing. It doesn't matter so much on the side. Like, see how this hill is more vertical? It doesn't matter as much for waiting to pop out like it does when you're hull down over a hill. Waiting to get that. Actually make sure your gun's on the enemy tank. So shoot... Oh, wait. Am I fixed? Okay. He's shooting him right in the corner. So hoping the Tiger can't see him. Can't get any shots on him anyway. Tiger one shot from death. And boom! Muse just racking up the kills. I mean, going up against 2 tanks, here's the funny part. The T-44 didn't support the Tiger at all. If the T-44, all the Tiger had to do was come around the corner and engage Muse, and then the T-44 come around the backside of Muse, and it would have been over. But, nah, let's not do that. Let's split up, because we're stupid. So, I don't know what happened there. Was Artie trying to get a hit on him, probably? Oh, nice hit by the enemy T-44, but really not a very good player. He's got people on his backside now, so... And Moose probably... Oh, kind of pushed the wrong button. Moose probably could have rammed him right there, but I'm kind of thinking he might have died himself. So he's thinking, you know what? I'm not gonna test it. So good game by Muse. Really awesome carry right there. And let's get to another carry game. Both of these games were sent to me last week. Really great games. Hold on a second, guys. So here's the second game. This one's by Sergeant Atez. I don't know. Sergeant Atez. That sounds good. T-44 game here. Pretty awesome game. It starts out kind of standard, but it actually gets pretty good, and there's a couple cool things I wanted to show you that he does that you really should be thinking about when you're playing any kind of tank, especially a flanking tank like the T-44. So he's coming over here into the forest, being really ballsy right here. Probably because a lot of his team is over here, I guess. Trying to spot somebody. Look, he's hull down. Okay, so one person spotted here. What is that anyway? Oh, what? Carnivon? Carnivon? Okay. Anyway, he's dead. Nope, he's spotted. He needs to get out of town, dude. Get out of there, bro. And now JPZ 100. It's a good thing that thing didn't hit him. So he's a tier 8 in a tier 10 game. Now there's only one tier 10 on each side, but still, anytime you have tier 10s in the game, that sucks. That means you're pretty low on the totem pole. So he actually got the kill on that guy? Very nice. Very nice. Looks like nobody's over here on the cap side of the field, and that is a big problem for his team. Sergeant says, I'm going to go over there and take care of this crap. What are you guys doing? How is the enemy already capping? I have a tendency to want to speed the game up because a lot of times nothing's really going on, and so I want to get to the good parts. But we will wait and see what happens here. I won't fast forward it. Unless you want me to. Let me know in the comments if you'd like to see me fast forward those parts where they're just driving around. Could be good. I mean, why spend the extra time, right? So we got a Centurion in the cap, at least, anyway. A low. Oh, no, E75. Thought that was a low. Ricocheted off the top flap there. Probably such an extreme... Okay, so lower plate was relatively flattened because the E75 was coming up a hill, but still not enough pen on this gun to go through the lower plate. So what does he have right here? Yeah, 175 pen on this gun. You definitely have to flank with it. So base is getting capped by at least one guy. I don't have the mod pack yet. This is an 8.6 battle out of the European server, and I don't have the mod pack yet. So Blackshot, if you're watching this, please leave a comment with how soon the 8.6 mod pack you think will come out. So, okay, here's WZ-132 and his Centurion. WZ-132, oh, tier 8. I thought it was a tier 9. So, his enemy team's doing, or the Sergeant's team doing a good job flanking right here. This is a really good idea to stop the cap instead of just trying to go around the front and just handle them that way. Looks like they're taking a lot of different angles of attack, which is good. So Sergeant really not doing anything spectacular here. Pretty much normal for any kind of game, except not exposing himself too much. As you can see, those shots on the low are barely enough to get the shot off. Low is at 22%. Still, people are capping. Some of the enemy have left the cap, which is a good idea, but they drove right into the mouth of the enemy, like 4 tanks. That was kind of stupid. They probably should have backed up out of the cap and back into a more defensible position. Or at least swarm one side and taking out a couple, put like 4 of their tanks against 1 or 2 tanks, instead of basically letting themselves be surrounded like that, which basically has led to their death now. A 4502, I think that's a tier 8, right? Yeah. I've been working on that. No. Have I been working on that tank? Yeah, it just has a new naming scheme. Okay. So the enemy's down 4 tanks now, are down 4 tanks. Now, you know how I say rush to the cap can get you the win a lot? It can. If the enemy comes at you like that, their whole team, you really probably got to leave the cap. You can't. You just do it to put pressure on people. So he saw a tree fall there. It's good. He backed up a little bit. He's a front runner. Look how far forward he is. He's scouting. And he only has 300 hit points left, so he could easily die by pretty much one shot from any of these tanks. Yeah, pretty much one shot. So he's trying to scout. Oh, he finds an E50 and a Fok. So he decides to go around the Fok, which is a great idea. The Fok being totally focused on his team that's in the cap. He's not going to notice that Sergeant comes around his backside. So pretty awesome moves right here. Took his time to figure out how he wanted to do it. Although when he rammed, he got hit pretty hard there because the Fok is so heavy. So the Fok tries to play games with him. He doesn't let him do it. He backs up instead of waiting for the Fok to turn like that, which is a good idea as well. Keep himself behind him. So totally destroying this guy, just racking up the damage. Gets tracked. The whole team now is taking this guy out. So now Sergeant's team only has a 2-tank advantage. Let's see if his buddies are pretty messed up right here. Some of them are kind of messed up. One of them's alright. One guy's at 60-something, so that's still pretty good. But they got pretty much jacked up by that fight to take the cap, and then the Fok to, you know, was just hitting them right in the face, and they're just sitting there in the cap. You can't just sit there in the cap. If you got people shooting, a whole bunch of people shooting at you, well, one guy it doesn't matter, but you got 4, so Sergeant decides to join him in the cap, thinking, okay, they're going to cap, because if you're in the cap, you get the, I think you get the XP and credits, even if you didn't get any points. I'm not sure how that works. I'm not sure. I thought everybody in the cap got it when you actually cap. So they're bringing a sizable force in. Pretty much the rest of the enemy team is coming up right in here to the cap, jacking these guys up who do not have cover, and the enemy can use cover. The enemy team's pretty messed up. Sergeant leaves the cap going, well, there's enough people capping. I'm going to go behind them and mess them up really bad because we could totally lose this. So watch what happens right here. So the JPZ 100, boom, you're dead. Who's this? E50? He's one shot from death. And good night. You're down. Now look at, they're contending the cap points. So they did not cap here, and it's a good thing that Sergeant went around to basically help his team out, prevent them from a possible loss here. His teammates are pretty jacked up, so he's taking out 2 tanks now, working on that Yog 88, and the Yog 88 finally turns around. But you know what? His team's coming up. He might as well just wait. Not sure if he's going to be able to get out of there. He's just got to get in the valley. And I think he's going to... What's he doing here? Takes a shot, bounce. Oh. He gets jacked up, and a lot of that is because... Wait, is that a Yog 88 or Yog Tiger? I think that was a Yog Tiger. I don't know. Yeah, I think it was. Definitely tier 9. So anyway, that was kind of ballsy. I probably would have just waited for the teammates to shoot that guy in the back like they were doing. But awesome moves, ensuring his team gets the victory, because look at that. Now it's 3 versus 1. So they never really had a very good advantage against the enemy team. I think Sergeant was a huge key to this win here. So good job, buddy, and thanks for sending in that replay. So that's going to do it. Next week, we're going to do Tier 9. There's a few days left to send in replays up till Thursday of this week. After that, I will not be accepting any more replays, and then the week after that, I'll show you the final winning battles. Again, they're probably not going to be very spectacular, but they have a lot of damage, and damage is what it takes to win this contest, so that's the ones you're going to see. You're going to see the winner and the runner-up. So anyway, let me know what you guys think about this video and this contest. There's going to be new details about the next contest coming out soon. I'll see you guys next time.